Good morning and welcome to Maura's epic 10-minute variety show, Saturday edition. If you tuned in last night, I announced that I'm going to change the schedule a little bit for the show. So Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock, Saturday, 10 o'clock for our usually in the kitchen, and Sunday, I'm taking off. So although I will be working for you and working on things for you, and I will tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. First thing I want to do is announce that we are going to make coffee today. Now that may seem like a rather pedestrian pursuit. However, I do make the very best coffee, and I feel a responsibility to share with you exactly how I do it. Because it's not just a matter of buying the best coffee that you can find or having the water a certain I mean, it's complex, let's just say that. If you saw my toast episode last week, you'll know that a lot goes into the most basic tests. And most people like coffee, most people like toast. Why not have it as good as it can possibly be on earth? So we're going to move over here, or I'll move back here. How's that? To tell you a little bit about what I have for you. Oh my gosh, I feel like, I don't know, who is it? Rachel Ray, one of those ladies. This kitchen's sort of perfect for this. See, it's got this big counter and put all this stuff. And great thing about the portal, I really worked hard to get this kitchen clean. One good thing about having the Saturday edition is I have to clean the kitchen a little bit once a week, which I did. Okay. Coffee maker. I have tried them all. I have had Melitta pour over, and nothing against these companies. They are doing the very best they can. I've had the Melitta. I have had Keurig, Nespresso, percolators galore, and it isn't necessarily that this is the very best coffee maker, but it provides the best platform to make the best coffee, and this is the reason why. The brand is Cuisinart. Could be a different brand, as long as it has the features I'm going to talk about. It has to grind its own beans. Very, very important. And I have had a coffee grinder, you know, the little ones, you put them in the wall. There's nothing wrong with those, except when you get a system down, it's like science. You want to recreate the result perfectly every time. And I know that there's always going to be a little margin of, well, error, not error, but variance, shall we say. I don't count the coffee beans that go in this, but I really eyeball them carefully. If you know me, I'm a big eyeballer. Now, you should wash this after you use it. I don't wash it every time, but when you do, very, very important that it is perfectly dry, because otherwise the coffee beans, I mean, you know, they're going to get stuck in there, and you're not going to get the full effect of the ground coffee bean. We're going to make this. This isn't hypothetical. We're actually going to make this. So this is this little gadget. Coffee beans go in it. Now this is my pet peeve about coffee, especially in a restaurant. It's too weak. I have tried only going to restaurants that have espresso also, so I can have a red eye. Do you know what a red eye is? Cup of coffee, shot of espresso. It's still not good. I'm sorry. It just isn't as good as you want. So, and even with this system, there is a potential, there is a misleading aspect to it. All right, pay attention. I look at this coffee pot. There is no way that this amount of ground coffee is going to be enough for a pot. No way. The most you can ever make with this system is 4 cups. I make 3, which frankly translates to 2 cups of coffee. I don't know where this other cup goes, but Okay, so we're going to do my usuals. I just want to, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to make it the way I make it every day. So put this back for the moment. Okay, back to this guy. This is now the next thing is so exciting. You aren't going to believe that you tuned in. Fortunately, this will be on my, is it my wall, I guess, so that you can tell your friends to watch this. They're going to want to. I don't advertise products because I'm that way, but when I find something that changes my life, I am going to tell you about it. And that is this coffee. It's okay. I'm going to get right up close. Actually, I'm going to show you the bag. I haven't opened, so let's see how pretty it is. This is, can you see it? Life Boost coffee. You know, on Facebook or wherever, they're just ads. Well, one day I saw this Life Boost ad, and it said, from Central America, single source, the lowest acid, blah, blah, blah. And I'm a sucker, so I like coffee. So I ordered some thinking, well, I'll try it. This is the best coffee I've ever had. I've had them all. I've had them all over the world, not to brag, but I mean, I've been, places, Italy, France, where there is nothing like Life Boost. It's probably not cheap, but if you go to their website, now I like dark roast. That's all I order for myself. They have flavored coffees that are probably out of this world if you want them. And they have medium roast. I don't know what else. All I care about is the dark roast because, I like strong coffee. Really, to make the perfect cup, you have to get this coffee. I don't mean to put the other coffee brands out of business, but that may be what's ahead. Because once you make coffee like I make coffee, your life's going to change, and you're going to want to change the world along with me. Okay, here we go. So this bag is open. So I'm going to, of course, use this one. So now I'm going to come up there with this and show you how much I put in for 3 cups, just 3 cups. I'm eyeballing it. I told you I was a good eyeballer. Okay, you see this? This is not completely full, but it's close. I'd say that this is 7/8 full for 3 cups. This is the biggest problem with coffee. And you're probably I don't know, please don't take this personally. You're probably drinking weak coffee and you don't know it because you've never had, and I'm not talking about strong coffee like mud. No. It's just like better than any rum you've ever had or scotch. That stuff's all awful anyway. It's just so good. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put this over here. It's got this little top. See if I can put this in here without spilling it. I'm not used to demonstrating this. I just do it. Okay. All right, so now that's in securely. Next step is the water, which of course you're going to use filtered water. You can close this now. And then, so watch this. So you open this little gadget, and that if you don't have, please don't ever use already ground. But if you did, you would put it in this little basket. It doesn't even need one of those paper filters. My husband and I fight about that, but it doesn't. But if you don't have, it's really not even worth talking about because you're going to get whole bean. Close it up because it's, of course, going to go in there just like it had lived there the whole time. Lift up the top. Now there's this little, you're not going to be able to see it, but you know what I'm talking about. It's got this little red floaty ball, and it says 2, 4, 6. You will never go above 4, ever. I mean it. So I'm going to pour in filtered water up to 3. And you really have to be careful because even if you go a little above 3, you've kind of ruined it. Okay. Better to be a little, if you had to be, under than over. So be careful. Okay. Ta-da! Run back over here. You think this is all there is to making coffee. No. After the coffee's brewed, there's other exciting steps that I'm going to show you. Oh, you put this here. Now watch this. It does have this, if you're only making 4 cups, you're supposed to press this button. I don't know why, but I always do. And, oh, it's not plugged in. Oh my God. Hold on. I have all these outlets in this kitchen. Kind of crazy. I always thought, what in the world is that for? But now that I have this show, I know. Okay. 1 to 4, and then makes a lot of racket, so bear with me. It'll be over in a second. Purple pajamas. I only wear pajamas unless I'm getting dressed up for my night show. Who cares? I'm comfy. Okay, that's behind us. Now, it's going to do its thing, and it won't take that long. In the meantime, I want to cover a couple of things with you. One, if you watched my show last night, it was my dog show episode. I read a story and talked about my dogs. And in my spiel, I asked you folks if you would please post pictures of your dog with a little story or description of your beloved friend on that post. You could do it on here too, because Monday night, between now and Monday night, so I'll probably start tomorrow morning, I'm going to write a song. All of your dogs are going to be in it. And then by the miracle of that big dog spirit in the sky, it's going to feel like it's just for you. That's my goal by Monday night. And I'm going to come on, I'm going to sing it. And if you really like it, I'll probably post the lyrics there because it's for you. It's just for you. All right. So I really wear myself out on the show. It's only 10:13. I got to hurry. This 10-minute variety show is running over as usual. It is National Poetry Month. So while this is going, I have a cousin named Herb Campbell. He has a daughter named Erin Betters. Lovely mother. She lives in Vermont. And I had asked folks to send me poems if they would like to, and I would read them. And she did. And I don't know, I didn't let her know this was going to happen because I didn't know until, I'm going to read you her poem. It's going to be perfect. You're going to love it because it's about what we're all going through. And imagine, it doesn't matter if you have kids or not. It's still a time to really sink into what's happening at home and who's around you and how much work it all is. Let me get my laptop right here. I was going to print it out, but my husband's in his office and he's had enough of me. So that's where the printer is. Okay. This is called, and it's a new poem, A Blessing in Disguise by Erin Betters, and she wrote it on April 6th. So I love this. Life is busy. We rush from work to home, only to rush to sports games or club activities. Family dinners are non-existent. Husbands and wives are drifting apart as they spend their time split between both children's activities, running errands, trying to keep up with housework. And how long has this load been in the washer? When will things slow down? Abandoned projects are left half done. Flower gardens are overtaken by weeds. And has anyone fed the cat? Is it even possible to catch up on sleep? We drive 45 minutes one way to basketball practice, then turn around. Oh, wait, turn around. I forgot my water bottle. We grab fast food late at night on our way home from basketball or early in the morning on the way to hockey. And hey, do we have any free weekends in the foreseeable future? We are worn down, tired, distant, and on autopilot. A blessing in disguise. We haven't set our alarms in 19 days. Our calendars are suddenly clear. There is nowhere to go. No sports games, no clubs, no orthodontist or doctor's appointments, no meetings, no school. Just like that, with almost no warning, our lives were brought to a screeching halt. But were they? Bad things are happening all over the world, but beautiful things are happening at home. Families are getting uninterrupted time to be families. Time to play games, explore nature, eat healthy dinners together, and really get to know each other. Husbands and wives are getting time to reconnect, time to finish projects, and tend to gardens. Sure, we miss our friends and going out to dinner and the movies. We miss shopping and birthday parties, sports, and heck, we even miss school. But this won't last forever. And when it's over, we will need to decide just how much of our normal lives we run back to. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I had read this, but not aloud, and there is a difference. What's in here and what you see when it comes out. Thank you, Erin. That is genius. It's just fantastic. I'll let her know in case she's not watching, and chances are she's on a hike with her kids because, well, she's in Vermont. I don't know what the weather's like there. I know here it's 80 degrees. I hate to brag, but it's really, really nice. Okay. Coffee. It's still brewing, but that's okay because I can talk to you a little bit about next steps. Back in my bottle here. Okay. Now, when I first announced that we were going to make coffee, I said, if you like your coffee black, that's great. If you like it delicious, then you're going to want to see this. And the way I make it has some calories. And I do not want to hear ever that oh no, I've got a sweet and low, or oh no, skim. No. Cut out something else. Have the most delicious, wonderful, best coffee money can buy in the morning. Now, one of the things I'll tell you about this coffee, I really have been a tea drinker most of my adult life. I also make great tea. That will be coming. And then sometimes, I'd be away. I've never let a restaurant make my tea, ever. Although I was at Kensington Palace and they did a good job. But that's really how far I had to go. And then one day, maybe I'm somewhere away and I have a cup of coffee. I kind of get a taste for it and I make it at home for a while. And it would be inconsistent. I don't know about you, but I find that when I make coffee any other way, it's not the same every day. It might be great, might not. 50-50 at best. If it's not perfect, it's just not worth it. Okay. So, if you think this is too many calories, cut out something else. There's the bell. Now you're going to see what I do. Oh, this is so great. Okay. All right, so we take it, coffee pot. That's all it makes. Let me get up close. And it may seem extravagant. Most of the time, you're just making it for you, right, or somebody. And if you really put all the coffee beans in there, you could make enough for 2 people, 2 cups. Really, what more do you need? I mean, if you want more, go ahead. But for me, the other reason I really kind of stuck to tea most of the time is 2 cups of coffee made me kind of crazy. And this doesn't. I know I'm crazy, but I was crazy like this when I woke up. So it has nothing to, because I, of course, have had my 2 cups. I would never interrupt my routine at all. But because I've made some, I'm like, okay. Here we go. I'm pouring it in the cup. There's nothing about that that's any different. This is what you want. Oh, maybe I got to get over here. What I put in coffee is honey. I don't know if you've ever tried this. And sometimes I put maybe a teaspoon of honey and half a package of stevia. That takes some finessing because you want the perfect combo. Stevia, as you probably know if you've tried it, can taste a little bitter. But if you mix just the right amount with honey, oh, it's just delicious. Okay, so that might be a tablespoon of honey. As far as cream goes, I am vegan 98% of the time. And so my preference is Silk Original Creamer. So it's soy. I love it. If you don't love it, that's okay. Because of the dishwasher, hold on, beeping at me. Because of the coronavirus, and I couldn't get my Silk Creamer. So I have to confess this is half and half. Because there's really no other creamer I like. I don't like the coconut I just don't like them. Well, they brought me this because they didn't have this. The Instacart people they're getting to know my preferences. So I'm going to pour it in. So you have to be very careful with the creamer because you don't want to put too much in. It's got to be the perfect color. And by perfect color, oh, it's so hard to, everything is so subjective. So if I said, well, it's kind of a chestnut, or it's chestnut with blonde highlights, I'm going to bring it up there so you can see. Okay, get ready. It's not going to translate. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a sip. And we're going to know, I'm going to be totally honest if I ace this, because I've never made coffee while blabbing on like this before. Here we go. It would be better with the silk creamer for my taste, but it's otherwise perfect. And all you have to do is find this coffee. If you don't have one of those machines, I mean, you can just get one. Get one of those machines, get some good honey, some filter, that's all there, and then you just kind of practice. And once you ace it, there's just no going back. Well, that's all I have for you today. So next Saturday for our weekend edition, I'm considering something that would not be easy. And I don't know if we're all going to be up to it. But what I'd really like to do, it'd be a refresher on the toast anyway, is make coffee and toast at the same time, because it's only perfect if they come out perfect at the same time, because you don't want to be waiting for your coffee. You don't want to start eating your toast until the coffee's ready, and you don't want to drink your coffee until the toast is ready. So this is how it has to go. I'm going to be thinking about it all week because I know it's a lot, and I want to bring you up to speed so that you're not frustrated. I know how that is in school. Something looks like, oh, great, easy for her, but now you expect me to do it too. Well, I hope you're having a great day. I hope this brought a smile to your face and gave you some inspiration. So once again, if you have any pictures of your dogs and little stories, because in order to write the song, I need to know something about your beloved friend. And thank you for coming. I'm going to say goodbye, and you'll see me Monday night.